Supreme Court unanimously sides with Twitter in ISIS attack case. On a related note, Pinterest won a landmark case defending its right to post ISIS cupcake recipes. An extremely rare rainbow sea slug was spotted along the coast of England. Rumors are circulating that the slug has been signed as Elton John's next album cover. Deutsche Bank settles lawsuit with Epstein accusers for $75 million. Meanwhile, regular people are settling for being able to use the ATM without a fee. FDA advisors support approval of RSV vaccine to protect infants. Infants everywhere celebrated by not pooping for a whole hour. Schumer meets with bipartisan group of senators to build a coalition for AI law. In unrelated news, all senators received a mysterious gift of the latest Roomba. Disney cancels plans for $1 billion Florida campus. In lieu of that, they will be investing in a new project called Elsa's Iceberg Retreat. Penguin Random House and 5 authors are suing a Florida school board over book bans. Meanwhile, penguins are suing Random House for misleading them about their living conditions. Pakistani forces surround Imran Khan's home as political crisis escalates. Khan said he appreciates the concern, but he already has enough home security. Syria's embrace, Sudan's conflict and Saudi Arabia's rise to find Arab League summit. The summit was reportedly interrupted by a heated argument about who invented falafel. Soaring pasta prices are causing a crisis in Italy. The US could learn that it's not a good idea to use pasta as a construction material and has decided to proactively form a strategic spaghetti reserve. A man is charged in the 2005 theft of Judy Garland's Red Wizard of Oz slippers. Authorities were tipped off when they noticed his eBay handle was not the real Dorothy. Arizona's farms are running out of water, forcing farmers to confront climate change. In response, the state is considering rebranding itself as the Dust Bowl. Montana becomes the first state to ban TikTok. Not to be outdone, Wyoming is considering banning calculators. A Hebrew Bible that is 1,100 years old sells for $38 million at an auction. This officially makes it the most expensive item someone put on a coffee table and never read. Representative Cory Bush introduces bill on reparations for Black Americans. In related news, Congress just announced a new subcommittee for awkward conversations about money. The G7 is tightening up economic sanctions on Russia for its war on Ukraine. The sanctions reportedly include Russia having to listen to Nickelback's full discography. Biden cancelled a trip to Papua New Guinea. In response, Papua New Guinea has cancelled their trip to Delaware. Harry and Meghan were chased by paparazzi in New York, their spokesperson says. Because nothing says we are just like you like being chased through Manhattan like paparazzi. The Ukraine grain deal is extended 2 months, helping ease the global food crisis. The decision came after world leaders finally realized that man can't only live on avocado toast. 5 go on trial in Germany over far-right plot to topple the government. The plot was discovered when they accidentally emailed their plans to Angela Merkel instead of Aunt Angela. How a European law might get companies around the world to cut climate pollution. The law reportedly includes a timeout clause for naughty corporations. China dominates the solar power industry. The EU wants to change that. EU's plan to build a giant disco ball and harness reflected sunlight is in the works. Gunmen attacked a US convoy in Nigeria, killing 2 consulate staff and 2 policemen. Reports say the convoy was just minutes away from unlocking the invincibility achievement. What Turkey's presidential election could mean for the US and Europe. Said Donald Trump, if the candidate isn't made of stuffing and cranberry sauce, I'm not interested. Russia attacked the hometown of Ukraine's Eurovision band just before its performance. The band has now added dodging missiles as a special skill on their resume. The UN is marking the 75th anniversary of Palestinians' displacement. They're considering a commemorative stamp, but can't agree on the border of the picture. Biden is going to Hiroshima at a moment when nuclear tensions are on the rise. Biden clarified that his trip to Hiroshima was unrelated to his recent Godzilla nightmares. Guns, grenades and rocket launchers are among 13,500 weapons surrendered in Serbia. They initially offered 14,000, but wanted to kick some for the local church bingo.